All right, the Blue Boys are back.
Blue Boys.
Blue Boys.
Hey, we're Rowback boys too.
Rowback, GRKC 20.
Rowback, Row Blue.
Row Blue. Blue Friday paddle here.
Roblox. Hey, Navy Friday hat here.
Wow.
Hey, Blue Walls here.
Hey, Navy Yeti bottle.
Wow. Hey, blue Eyes here.
Hey, Blue Phone.
Hey, I'm all out.
Do I have blue eyes?
Yeah.
My kids keep telling me that. What? I've been telling people for years I have green eyes.
You got blue.
Yeah, they're blue. Could be the blue shirt.
Really? Okay. Always thought they were green. Hey, do the thing you were going to start with, though.
I like the eyes thing.
Yeah. Okay. Roll it then. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
All right, you saw the title of this episode, and it does have some truth to it. Unfortunately, Timon is still sleeping in. We recorded these episodes back to back from Monday, so he will be here in, 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
And he will explain his big announcement to all of you guys. So don't touch that dial.
Yeah. Gosh, I
want to touch that dial.
It's good that he's going to be here for that announcement. But
that is good. I said on Monday I went swimming at Lifetime.
Yep.
A couple things happened. One, I worked out beforehand and saw a guy in a T-shirt. I did kind of a double take. His T-shirt, it was kind of like those old Navy American flag shirts, but I think he made this himself. It said, "Been an American since 1776." And at first glance, you're like, "Oh yeah, of course." And you're like, "Well, you haven't."
Right.
I don't think that shirt makes any sense.
Corvette lover since the Model T was invented.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
I wear a shirt. Been a Lakers fan since 1947. Yeah. Always have been.
Always have been. I been a fan of fire ever since the caveman. Ever since caveman.
Ever since we found it. Been a Christian since the crucifixion.
Not Jesus' birth.
Well,
no.
That's
not true.
Yeah, my sin had been paid for at that point. I didn't believe yet. Been a vegetarian since the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Right away. Been a lover of shoes ever since shoes were invented.
Now you're getting it.
I get it. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Rachel, you do one.
Been a lover of volleyball.
Yep, ever since volleyball was invented.
Exactly.
So that's how you riff. Yeah, it's easy. It's fun.
I forgot to switch the camera.
Hey, that's all right. We're practicing.
How are our camera angles though? Like, does everyone look?
Yeah,
okay?
everybody's in there. You can't see all the trash on the ground.
Thank you.
Symmetrical?
It's good. Yeah, I would say.
Blue?
For my standards, yes.
Yeah.
We looking blue.
I kind of mentioned we were when Rachel was like, been a volleyball lover since this. It's just sometimes it's hard to think of things off the top of your head. I mentioned last week how I've been playing. Sorry, we can go back to the swimming thing here a second. But playing this game with the kids where they just want me to ask them questions. Like it's like a trivia game kind of. And of course, all three of the kids want questions. Like Rosie wants a question. And like you can only ask so many questions to Rosie. And so it's like, it's been a really
What questions do you ask Rosie? Like,
so
she know
elementary.
days of the week yet? What day comes after Tuesday?
I don't know.
Would that be a tough question?
I should ask.
All right, there's one.
I mean, I'm going way more elementary. Like, what color is your swimsuit? Pink. And she slides down the slide and grabs the ball and throws it to me.
How many months do you think she knows?
March 29th. She knows that one.
Name 2 months, Rosie.
Ooh.
Yeah, the whole time Hattie would just be like, Rosie, just say March and April. Go. Yeah, so it's just different for everybody, different questions and stuff. But it's kind of hard to like, after 10 of them, you're like, I've kind of run out of questions.
That's it.
Yeah. What'd you have for breakfast today?
Yeah, that's fun.
Whatever, stuff like that. But anyway, okay, so were you swimming inside or outside, first of all?
I went inside.
Yeah.
Do you swim outside sometimes?
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I will next time.
It's a little bit more of it feels like it takes a second. Like, you got to be a little more bold to go outside, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that my first try.
Outside early in the morning, though, is nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
How early are you talking?
Oh, Are you going to judge me one way or the other?
I might. The temperature matters.
I mean, let's be. No temperature. Once you get in the water, though, it's fine. I mean, in the summertime, obviously, it's not that cold. I don't know, 7:30, 7,
That's
8.
nice.
It was probably like 75 degrees here this morning, though.
That's too cold?
Yes.
That's fair. Okay. It's nice, though. When you get your body moving, you're good.
Yeah, I went to working hard.
Yeah.
Why'd you work
See, that's my
hard?
problem. I won't work hard when I'm doing it.
too cold to work hard. I was just looking for ways to do cardio.
It's a good way.
And, since I'm not playing pickleball right now, and so ChatGPT was like, yes, a good way to swim without using your calf is to take like a pool buoy and put it between your legs. And that'll keep your legs afloat, and then it's all arms.
That would be hard. That's just funny. Did you use a...
Well, I couldn't find a pool buoy, so I just found the like aquatics, like the dumbbells. I was like, well, that'll fit between my legs, I guess. So yeah, first time swimming, I'm going out there and I'm just digging through this toy chest and I find these things. I was like, yeah, I guess so. These things are not meant to be thrown between your legs, so it's so scratchy.
What if you should... No, go ahead.
Honestly, next time I need to look around more. They've got to have some buoys somewhere.
I don't know.
I couldn't find them though.
I was thinking maybe they're dumbbells, so there's a little bit in the middle. What if you just did one dumbbell around each shin or something? Would that help?
No, I kind of like gripping them. Like it's like the dumbbell is like parallel with my body.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Kind of. Anyway, it didn't work great as a flotation device, but I learned very quickly that I'm going to drown myself if I don't learn how to breathe while swimming.
It's so, yeah.
I just didn't think about it. I didn't like Google beforehand how to swim while you breathe, or
Yeah.
either.
Swim while you breathe.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And it was tricky.
Yeah.
I learned, because Trey has done some swimming before, and he was like, yeah, I take a breath every like 4 strokes. I
Oh,
was like,
really?
Oh, I was doing it every like 18. And I think that was
My
my problem.
gosh.
1, I'm not using my legs. 2, my legs are not even really being kept afloat. And so I'm trying to use my arms to like, just take the biggest breath
Right.
possible. I think you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I almost drowned.
Did you look it up?
No,
Like-
I just took his word for it.
Because I assumed the same thing as you. Like,
Just like hold it for as long as you can. Take
maybe
a
not
big
as
breath.
long as you can, but like, I didn't. Yeah, but that what happens is like, yeah, I hold it for a while, like the first time. Yeah, every 10, 15 strokes. And then after that, you're dying. And then you're taking
you need a
every
huge
every
breath.
one stroke. Yeah. So
I really underestimated how hard it would be to breathe. Because I was just thinking, like, yeah, well, the swimming aspect is what's so hard, but no,
yes,
the breathing.
I think because I see some guys, and this is an old man thing to do, so I'm not going to do it yet. But I am curious how it would go. Guys will swim with snorkels on.
Oh,
Because
That
then
is nice.
it's not nearly as much about, because the breathing is what makes it the hardest and like makes it the most cardio, right?
I didn't even consider that. I think I'm not above looking a little ridiculous. I would do that just so I don't have to worry about breathing.
But don't you think that's not as good of a workout? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh no, I still think you're getting 95% of the workout.
you do.
Well,
if anything,
Anna
Because your
was-
heart rate's not going to be as high.
Maybe, but I think you're able to swim harder because you're not having to worry about your oxygen.
Okay, counterpoint. Very good.
Well, Anna
Potentially.
was talking about how important breathing is in like a lot of sports. Like there's like breathing therapy where it's like that's like the hard work is learning how to breathe correctly. So maybe it is part of swimming more or of the workout than you think.
I just think, to me, it's like if I didn't have to hold my breath, I wouldn't, my heart rate wouldn't be nearly as high, I don't think. I don't know.
I don't know. Let us know, swimmers.
Yeah, swimmers out there.
What's a better workout?
You freestyling? You doing chicken airplane soldier?
Oh, that's a good one.
What is chicken airplane soldier?
You know what it is?
Chicken airplane
It's,
soldier is good.
Is that the breaststroke? What,
You're on your back.
Oh,
Yeah.
backstroke.
back,
You're on your back. And first you're a chicken with your arms like this.
it's just a way to do it. Yeah.
And then you're an airplane.
You stick
And
it all out.
then soldiers, then you're straight. And
So
that's
that-
like how you backstroke.
Oh, that's like step 1, step 2, step 3.
Right.
Yes.
I thought it was like do a couple laps as a chicken. Do a couple laps.
Well,
I
it
was-
is. You just see Jake like
I
struggling.
really thought that until you said straight, and I was like, well, straight, you can't swim straight.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just how you learn how to do it as a kid. That's what we learned. I still think it.
I do too. I love it.
Airplane soldier. Chicken airplane
Airplane soldier.
Yeah.
That's
is
the
that cadence,
backstroke?
too.
I thought
Yeah.
the backstroke, I mean, you're like,
Oh no, it's a different type of backstroke.
Well, there's a breaststroke. Breaststroke is. Oh, that's breaststroke,
yeah, it comes in like from your breast.
and this is backstroke.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is that a
This one,
triple
it
stroke?
was just a different.
Is that a thing?
Me?
It was farm stroke.
My dad-
Chicken.
yeah.
Chicken. Scarecrow.
Chicken, airplane, soldier.
Chicken, scarecrow, farmer. That's what you guys learned.
Teach the elementary backstroke. Okay. So,
Farmer. The picture of my dad last night, that's the farmer stance.
I'm sure I have terrible technique because I've never really been taught any of this stuff. I don't know
me
what I'm
neither.
doing.
Yeah.
I'm probably so slow.
that's probably why it's a good workout, though.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's survival.
Yeah. By the end of it, you are like at least me, I'm just like, every once in a while, I'll just like walk a little bit, like in the pool. I'm like, oh, okay. How long did you go
right.
for? Did you
I
track
probably
it?
only swam 15 minutes.
That's a lot, though. Like
Yeah. I mean,
you were tired, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Well, I guess your legs weren't really active, but like, because my legs are always weak when I get out of the pool.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll keep doing it. It was fun. It's a good workout.
What is the workout like? Do you do like 3 laps and take a break, or were you going the whole time for 15 minutes?
No, I was taking breaks.
I was going to say, if you went 15 minutes straight,
No.
Iron Man coming
No,
up here.
taking breaks for
Yeah.
sure. So I get done swimming. I had a phone call afterwards. That's what it was. So I had a phone call afterwards that I had to take. First of all, really underestimated how long it takes to like be done swimming. You know, like drying off and changing clothes. And I'd never done that before, I guess. Switch clothes. And late for the phone call. Get in with a phone call and I'm about to leave. And I remember, oh yeah, my swim trunks are still like in my locker. Let me go grab those before I leave. And my locker, which I never used a locker combo. I'm like, no one's going to steal my hat for an hour. But because I had brought my laptop with me and I was like, I should probably do the locker combo today. And so I do it. I come back and I know exactly which locker I am. I know my exact code. And I'd already got in it once today and it's just not working. And so I'm like, even though I'm 100% sure this is my locker, let me try the other ones nearby. My code is not working anywhere.
You're already running late.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, that's a bummer. So then I have to go all the way to the front desk. I'm like, hey, can one of you help me like unlock my locker? And I'm like, yeah, it's this one. The code's not working. When the guy's in the locker room with me, there's a ton of other people around. 3 out of 10 embarrassing that I've got to have this guy like hold my hand and be like, and which one was it, bud? Do you remember? Do you remember which one's your locker? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
here.
of course I remember. It's right over here.
Yeah, of course I went swimming earlier. And I doggy paddled 50 laps.
Yeah, do you guys have buoys for it next time? Really like a buoy.
And so I am trying to like make conversation, but also legitimately asking how these lockers work. Like maybe I've waited too long. Do they reset after 2 hours or something?
Okay.
Like I was asking that.
Yeah.
And he took that as, how do lockers work? Because then in a crowded locker room, he's like, that was my question. I said, and how do the combos work? Like after like 2 hours, do they reset? Because like an hour ago, this combo worked and now it doesn't. He's like, so how it works basically is you come in and you select a locker and then you put your stuff inside of it and you choose a code.
Yeah.
And I was
You can fill up the entire thing. The whole box.
explaining how a
So,
locker works to me
A
in
locker
front
is
of
just,
everyone.
think of a cube,
Yeah. No, yeah. I was just wondering.
6 dimensions.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's just powering through. And so you choose a code. Try to think of something you can remember. Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah.
Like, what's your birthday? What's your birthday?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Don't me, man. And that took it up to about 6 out of 10 embarrassing. I was like,
Okay.
I know how a locker works. I was just trying to pass the time, wondering if maybe you had a fun fact. Every 2 hours they reset. I don't know, man. I know how a locker works. So embarrassing.
Okay, so did you see what the code was? Because they like figure out the right code after they open it up.
What do you mean? He just like used a key, popped it open.
Okay, so first of all, don't be embarrassed because I guarantee it happens to every single person at least once. It's happened to me. And next time there's a phone that you can use to call the front desk. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
You don't have to walk like a peasant.
Dang it.
But after they like open it up for you, they like go to what the code was. So I wonder if you like, when you shut it again, you like accidentally like moved one of the numbers or something.
I would love to know.
It is nice to know though. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I messed that up.
So I can correct it next time.
So
Anyway, I got my stuff back. It was fine. But boy, I did not like being mansplained how a locker works in a room full of adult men, half naked.
yeah, it's rough. 2 things. One, are you again or above taking a call in a public spot like that? You know what I mean? Like,
I would prefer not.
I
I would scurry out of there and then take the call.
Same. Like there's so many people that are just like so comfortable just on the phone anywhere. And I think more for the person on the other end of the call than for the people in the room with me. I'm self-conscious about that. Like sometimes I'll be talking to somebody at a coffee shop and it's just loud in there. And I'm like, surely this is a bad experience for the other person talking to me on the phone.
I 100% agree. I think the main thing for me, I think about the way I speak, like even just like, well, yeah, if I'm in somewhere public, I'm not going to talk with the same energy as if I was like in the privacy of my car or my home. I'm going to speak louder and have more volume, more energy to it. Where it's like if there's people around and be like, yeah, man, that sounds good. I think we'd love to work together.
Right.
It doesn't convey the same.
And I think some people can just get past that and just like have the same vigor right there. That's number one. Number two, big news from Lifetime. Have you guys tried the new cold plunge yet?
Is it in?
Yes. You tried it, Rachel?
No, I never will.
What? Oh, you're against it.
Yes, I had to do it all the time in volleyball.
Oh, that's
so
right.
cold.
You like warm stuff. Jake does not like warm stuff.
Yes, correct.
Okay. You will never do it?
I probably will be convinced to do it, but I won't like it.
I'll say this. It feels amazing when you get the hot tub afterwards because they're right next to each other.
Yes, I do like that. I do like that.
It's like your skin is boiling when you get in that hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is
we
that
actually,
okay?
we called it contrast bathing in volleyball, and you would do like 3 minutes, or to start the game, you start in hot. So you start in hot, and 3 minutes hot, 3 minutes cold, 3 minutes hot, 3 minutes cold, 3 minutes hot, and then you get ready for the game. But then if you were going to do it after the game for recovery, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of bathing.
It was.
Jeez.
Oh, it was.
Interesting. Yeah, I would definitely like cold first. Because if you start hot, then the cold just feels that much more
it's
extreme.
Terrible.
Then again. Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I love it. I'm a big fan.
I did one cold plunge once, and I'm afraid I ruined myself. I think I already maybe mentioned this, but it was in a guy's backyard in Arizona. So it was just like, it was so hot that I like was excited to cold plunge to cool me off. And then when I did get out, I was like kind of already back to normal temperature. It was such a dry heat that I like dried off quick. That was like the ideal experience. It'll never be like that again.
Yeah.
Like going back to just like room temperature in the Lifetime area, like that's gonna be so freezing.
The Lifetime pool though is so hot.
It's a little warm, man. That's fair.
It's so hot.
It's warm.
It's so hot.
Was it warmer than the pool at the Buffini's?
No, I think just like the
the
air.
room.
The air
like
is
the
warm.
pool area.
The pool
I see.
is cool.
Pool is cool.
I would put it at cool.
Lap pool is colder than the regular pool. So FYI.
Good to know.
Lap pool.
Good to know. Anyway, that has been swimming.
You got embarrassed at the lockers. I got embarrassed at Topgolf the other day. I want to tell you these different things that happened to me. Truly, there was one thing that was very embarrassing, but I want you to rank which ones you would say are the most embarrassing for you. So went to Topgolf by myself. Enjoyed the heck out of it. I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so fun.
Rachel and I are getting a little golf kick. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll see you
dude.
there
Yeah,
sometime.
I know this is so elementary to so many golfers, but my gosh, I didn't know you're supposed to swing down with your irons.
Yeah.
Man, has it made a difference.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, this is awesome.
Because you see the shape of it, you think I should like scoop the ball up.
100%.
There's a lot of golf that's counterintuitive. Like swinging easy is actually better than swinging hard.
Yes.
Yeah, try that in baseball, genius.
Yeah, I learned that, and I learned like a little bit more about where to like stand for different clubs.
Sure.
I thought-
Driver, kind of front of the stance.
I thought driver was the front, everything else was the middle. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to go farther back on the shorter, like the pitching wedge and stuff is closer to the back foot.
And then wait, the next step is like, well, anything could be put in a different part of your stance. Do you want it to go lower? Do you want it to go higher?
Right, farther. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that.
I'm going to
Anyway,
give Rachel a little chipping lesson, I think, soon. We're going to go over that.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah. I was so bad at chipping in Gatlinburg. There was one time they were like, just pick it up. There were sand traps on both sides. I went from one sand trap to the other, back and forth.
Because like sometimes
You're
if
good.
you're like on the fringe, it's like it actually does make more sense to putt it. You're like in the bunker. Brad, why don't you just putt it? I know that's not going to be better.
I think putting might work for you
no,
here, bro.
for you, Brad, just hit it as hard as you can.
Yeah. Okay. So rank these things. Just first of all, I went yesterday from 9:30 to noon. Topgolf
Good sash.
was so sweaty, just drenched in sweat. Okay, so that's embarrassing right there.
It's been hot.
So hot. I had coffee beforehand. I think that makes you sweat more.
Doesn't hurt.
I was drenched.
Okay.
Like this guy, like this Topgolf guy came up and talked to me. He's like, I just figured I'd give you a break because you look like you're, getting quite a workout here. I'm like, yeah, I'm sweating like crazy. Anyway.
Okay.
So then this truly wasn't, I loved that this happened, but it was kind of embarrassing. A ghostie came up. It was like, Brad, I'm a ghostie. I listened to you. Can I get a picture? And I'm a little bit out of breath, which is ridiculous. And then, I'm like sweating like crazy.
You're like, can we actually have Zach take a picture so it's super zoomed out?
I might not even be in the frame. Okay. General sweatiness. Taking a picture. Cam is his name. Shout out Cam. Cam was awesome. He said he was like, I mow lawns and people say I'm the happiest lawnmower ever because I get to listen to you guys' podcast while I listen.
Oh, that's so nice.
Or while I mow. Okay. So then I'm doing the virtual course at Topgolf. And there are a few times where I think I got way too angry at a virtual course at Topgolf.
Angry Birds?
By myself. Like there was a few times where I just swung and just had a bad shot. And I don't think I said anything. But I had my AirPods in. And
So
you
maybe.
You kind of forget. Like, hey, not everyone else has their AirPods in, dude.
Stupid sport.
Yeah. And so that's embarrassing.
You're getting mad at like the technology. Like it said it's only went 180. There's no way you're getting mad at yourself for like sucking.
I got mad at myself for sucking. Like there were a few times where I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, just terrible shot.
That's why golf's great. You're just like, why can't I do it anymore?
Oh yeah.
I did it 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What happened?
What did I do differently this time?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I also realized last time I was at Topgolf that I left my credit card there. This is very Rachel Coop. Like
Yes,
we're
this
gonna
is.
understand way more than Jake. Jake's gonna be like, how did you ever do that?
Yeah.
Left my credit card there. So right when I checked in, I was like, hey, FYI, I left my credit card here last time. So can you whatever, look for it in lost and found? They're like, yeah, sure. We just need your ID to look that up. And if you remember something about me in my Topgolf profile, do you remember?
Nellis.
Brad Nellis.
No.
This is
Why?
a Seinfeld episode. This is so great.
And so this guy was so suspicious. He's like, I don't know. It says Brad Nellis on here and Brad Ellis on here. Like what? I was like, no, it's just wrong. He's like, I don't know if I can. Like this guy was like this old man. Sometimes those old men at Topgolf.
Old men at Topgolf suck.
They take their job so seriously.
Yeah.
I'm like, just find my credit card, dude. And so that's kind of embarrassing. And then they have to come back later and tell me, hey, we didn't find your credit card.
Oh, they didn't.
So also embarrassing to be like, I lost my credit card, but actually I don't know where it is. And then the most embarrassing thing was as I was leaving, I was getting into my truck. I'd gotten there early in the morning, so I got a great parking spot. And I go to like pull out my keys, which also had my AirPods in the same pocket. AirPods fall out. AirPod explosion, aka like the case opens up and the AirPods go underneath my truck. And so
You're like Phyllis having a.
I was like Phyllis having to do that. And then I look back and I see there's a car with their blinker on waiting for me.
No.
Oh no.
So I'm like spread eagle trying to reach my AirPods.
That's number
bro.
one. That's number one most embarrassing.
And but I didn't realize it. I mean, I bet these people have been waiting for me. I wasn't very fast. I wasn't going very fast.
Why hurry?
Yeah. I bet they've been waiting for 2 minutes. Like
That's number one.
100%. Right. And even as I was thinking about it later, I was like, I even like put my golf clubs in weird. Like I was kind of awkward, like the way I was shoving them in the back of my truck. And they probably saw all that. And then they saw me, who is this nincompoop?
90% is embarrassing. But I get upset at how just like, I don't know, how much people put a good parking spot on a pedestal.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'm the opposite. Like
walk
get some
30
more,
feet.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not that big of a deal. So to wait 2 minutes, come on.
That's embarrassing for them.
Yeah. Get off your high horse.
I got a guy yesterday at Lifetime, like, is kind of one of those, like, you see it in a movie or something where, like, I've been waiting for a parking spot. He just, like, pulls in and goes ahead of me. And, it, like, initially, it, like, upset me. But then I was like, who cares?
Yeah.
Why do you care so much about this? Well, yes, it feels like I deserved it, but I'm going to walk 40 extra feet.
That's a good
feel-
metaphor.
And I'm going to the gym.
That's
I
good.
feel like the only time when like
exactly.
a parking spot can be like, I need that one is like when it's rainy or snowy.
Yeah,
Or
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
The weather impacts it. But yesterday was nice.
Well, but some
Yeah.
people might say it's too hot. Yes, 90 some degrees. walk
It's
in another.
fine.
Yeah. Rachel's like, I thrive in 90 degrees.
Yeah, especially if you're going to the gym to work out. You cannot be upset
Correct.
of a longer parking spot distance.
Yeah, there's a phony phrase in there somewhere of like, that's like,
Don't take the handicap spot at the gym.
Yep, exactly. There's also a TED Talk in there of like, what's your parking spot? Something that you hold so high of a pedestal.
Yeah.
But you need to be like, hey, this is a parking spot. Come on, this is a parking spot.
This is a parking spot. Let them have it.
Like, let it go. It's a parking spot.
What's your parking spot?
So, anyway,
Landscaping, probably.
Yeah, that's yours for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nuts about that.
you hold it up so high. Yeah. Anyway, the AirPods falling and that's the only thing that really sparked that whole thing. Was like the rest of the stuff wasn't that embarrassing. Like, yeah, I sweat everywhere I go. No problem.
I'd say that's number one. If someone heard me talking to getting frustrated at myself out loud, I'd say that's number two. Number three is having to take a picture with someone really sweaty and they put your arm around.
I put my arm around him.
Don't do that.
I know. I'm a lovable guy.
Yeah, you like purposely take your pitching wedge with you so you can hold it with both hands. You do that and then it makes him be like, I guess we're not doing arms across.
And then the shadows were bad, so we took another one. But I'd already set the precedent of touching them.
Yeah, you're like, well, shadows are fine actually for this picture.
Yeah, that one was embarrassing. Yeah. I cannot emphasize, I was drenched in sweat. Like,
I can imagine
it. For whatever, it wasn't even that hot yet. It was just humid, I guess, or muggy or something. But
man, all my stories are lifetime now. But I had to go a couple days ago at like high tide. It was like, I think I went at 5 p.m. or something crazy. And so it's just crazy packed. You're having to wait for machines forever. And there was like a really like fit looking older woman, but also drenched in sweat. And I was almost like, how'd you get this way? Because we're just like on the machine fly.
Okay.
You know, like, what have you been doing? How long have you been here? You've been here since 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Like, how are you drenched?
is it sometimes, Rachel, you're a drenched enthusiast.
Yeah.
Is it sometimes about how much water you drink? Like, do you think you sweat more if you're more hydrated?
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
I know it's good for you though.
Because sometimes in the sauna, I am just dripping. And other times it's like, and I think it's when I have had a lot of water that day.
I think that's true.
Probably makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Great. So that woman, so the answer is just, she just drank more water than you. I
She
guess.
just had a ton of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, she just poured water on herself. That's why she was dripping.
Yeah, she like left the machine, like the seat, like gross.
Oh, you can't do that.
But I was like, I have clothes on, I guess.
I know.
I guess it'll soak it up. It was high tide. I had to go.
I'm a big fan of bringing the full towel from the locker.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't like, because then you have to like wipe down everything you got to go get the spray and
Yeah.
nah. So, yeah. Let's do an ad. Let's make that ad about Good Ranchers. Let's tell people that Good Ranchers has good meat.
Okay.
Tastes great.
Okay.
No added antibiotics.
Okay.
No hormones.
Good Ranchers ad in 3, 2.
Oh, I froze.
Hey guys, we're here live, and Good Ranchers ads, Good Ranchers ads are fun. I'm not doing good at this. Over to you, Brad, back in the studio.
That's right, Jake. We have lots of different boxes to choose from for Good Ranchers. Better Than Organic Chicken is one of the boxes. That's my favorite one. They also have the Essentials box, the Home Cook box, the Grilling Essentials, Ranchers Classic, the Cowboy. I'm going to click Show More. Just a second. Seed Oil Free Chicken Nuggets, the Burger Box, the Whole Chicken Box, Rancher's Favorite, Prime Pork Box, Wild Caught Seafood Box, the Homesteader, the Cattleman, King Crab Box. There's a lot of boxes. Family Feast Bundle. Back to you, Jake.
That's right, Brad. All that and more tonight at 6.
Oh, wait, Jake, I forgot. Tailgate Box, Butcher's Bundle, Surf and Turf Box. Now back to you, Jake. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your last thing. I was just reading the last boxes. Go ahead, Jake.
You can eat.
Oh, sorry. Once
that.
again, I interrupted you twice. I'll just be quiet from the rest of the time until you do your last thing. Back to you, Jake.
You can eat that tonight with your family around the dinner table later at 6.
That's right, Jake. And if you use our promo code GRKC, wait, I'm trying to remember exactly what the promo code gets you. If you remember, go ahead and can you wire in?
That's no problem, Brad. As you
Jake,
guys,
are you there?
Yes, sorry, you're coming in.
Oh, go ahead.
No problem.
Okay.
The promo code is GRKC, and you can use that to get a free box for life, as long as you're subscribed. More at 7.
That's right, Jake. And it's goodranchers.com. It's American Meat Delivered.
Oh,
Jake, we're...
.com, American...
Jake, I think you're...
Antibiotic.
Jake, I think you're skipping a little bit on the Walkman. Jake?
That and more.
.com.
Should we do our shmores?
Yeah. Rachel getting in on the s'mores this week?
Yes.
Okay, Rachel, what's the s'mores? Anything you want?
How about inventions?
Oh,
Would you guys
s'mores
be able to do
inventions?
that?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Great,
cool.
great,
That's cool. Yeah. Fun. Yeah, let's do the s'mores of inventions. Let's do Rachel, Jake, Brad order.
Okay.
I don't know if I have the authority to do that or not, but I just did it.
Well, I asked my family group chat for some recommendations, and Tommy and my dad both sent in one, so that's gonna be my first pick, and
Okay.
it is the sorry to take it from you guys, internal combustion engine.
Oh,
I wrote that down.
My dad and
You did
Tommy
not
are gonna
write
be
those.
so proud.
you wrote those exact words.
I technically didn't write it down that way, but that's what I planned on saying.
Well,
Really? The
yeah.
internal combustion engine?
Yes,
Internal.
because it's like that means tractors as well, and that means cars, and that means engines, and just
It
like
does.
combining, gasoline fuel like with
Well, here's how
I
Tommy
am
described
gonna
it.
lose this draft. real
Everyone
quick.
uses one and has one. Changed transportation.
Tommy's good. Tommy's good.
Tommy's good.
Man, my things are so dumb compared to that. Good answer. Good answer, guys.
When I told Rachel mine this morning, she said, "Well, you're not going to win, but those are fun answers." So
Okay, maybe I'm on your I'm on your page, dude.
the first thing I thought of, the compass.
Okay.
That thing's nuts. Think about that. I don't know when they invented it, but it's the idea. I mean, I'm in 2025 and I still can't wrap my head around the poles are magnets. There's a magnetic field all around us, and we somehow put that in a little thing with, what is that, water? What is it, saline? What is it, contact solution? What's in there?
Mercury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds right.
Something's in there, and this other thing knows north.
It is wild.
How
Yeah.
does that work?
How do we figure that out? Like, what were the steps for that?
Yeah, when they were close to getting the compass, what were
Yeah.
they doing? What were they working on?
Wow. That is cool. All right.
Tell me about the invention of the compass. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Also, time and check. It should be an alliteration. Time and time, 10 minutes.
Oh. ETA. The T stands for time.
Yeah, T minus 10.
Oh, yeah.
T stands for time.
Time minus. Estimated time of arrival.
First known compass
all right.
invented in China in the 2nd century BC.
Wah?
That was the compass?
Huh? All right. My first one is going to be the airplane, which has an internal combustion engine. Does that count? Like, is that one and the same?
That's fine. That's fine.
Can I get airplane, but not the internal combustion
Yeah,
engine?
just
Yes,
the
yes.
wings.
Just the I did a little bit of a deep dive, meaning like 18 minutes the other day on B-2 bombers. Holy cow.
It's on my list.
Is it?
Why did I say that? You didn't even take it. No, you did. Airplanes.
You didn't take it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Because
gosh.
of the Iran stuff. I started looking into it. I did the same thing.
Isn't that crazy? It was like right down the road, basically.
Yeah. An hour away. That's where
Yeah.
we keep all the B2s. It's like, that makes sense why they're always at the Chiefs games.
And then, yes, 100%. And then, have you ever seen them do like whenever they're practicing for the AFC Championship game?
Yeah.
They fly right past our house.
I didn't know that was 2 of the 19 in the whole world.
Do you think one of the ones that's flown past our house when they do the practicing for the AFC Championship games was the one that went over there?
There's a 2 in 19
Gotta
chance.
be.
How dope would that be?
I had no idea just how technologically advanced these planes were.
Also, though, they were built in 1989, like the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So it's like on one level, advanced. On another level, been around a while.
Also, why don't other countries have them?
They're real expensive.
Oh,
But then again, other countries have money.
yeah, they do.
Other countries aren't as cool as America.
Yeah, it's just sweet. I went in a deep dive, me and ChatGPT just going back and forth
Really?
on B2s. Like, how long are these flights? how do they go to the bathroom? Do they sleep? Does their co-pilot,
okay.
like all this stuff? Like, how do they refuel midair?
That's so good because I was just more learning about the aircraft itself and like how that. Anyway,
Yeah, good invention.
airplanes are wild.
Good answer.
Make the ability to travel around the world obviously so much easier. Second one is going to be peanut butter. I love peanut butter.
An amazing
I didn't
guy.
write it down,
Yep,
but I
yep.
thought about it. I was just gonna say George Washington Carver.
What a guy. Honestly.
Wait,
Best thing to come out of Missouri.
he made peanut butter?
He actually made everything but peanut butter. Basically, he found over like 300 and like uses for the peanut. He's a Missourian, so that's why I know a lot
that's
about him.
why.
That's
but-
true. He didn't actually invent it.
But he never got around to like mashing it together for peanut butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, how did you not?
Interesting.
But he did other stuff.
Anyway, I don't know if there's. I think it's one of the best foods in the world.
It's an amazing pick.
That is a good invention.
I agree.
In Spain, they didn't have peanut butter, and it was a bummer. Like that was like the saddest thing. They didn't have Dr. Pepper or peanut butter. Missed them both.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Great picks.
thanks. All right, Jake.
Back to mine. I'm gonna go brake lights.
Yep.
They are attached
Yep.
sometimes to internal combustion engines. I was just thinking about them, and I was like, that's pretty cool that we thought of that. And how long did we have the car before we thought we should warn people we're
Yeah.
about to stop?
Yeah.
I think that's a very overlooked invention. Yeah, of course you have brake lights, but I bet it took us a while to realize we need these. Good invention.
My sister one time, she was a missionary in Mexico, got in a car accident because the car in front of her didn't have brake lights.
Now it's time to do some evangelism. Hey, what's your insurance? You know where you're going when you're done?
You're going to jail? Yeah, Paul was in jail. No, go ahead. All right, Rachel.
Okay, my next one comes from my dad and arrowheads.
That's a pretty good invention. I mean, as a Chiefs fan and as a Stratford Indian, Arrowhead's been a big part of my life.
Yeah.
Honestly, a big part of my life also. So every Sunday after church, my dad would take us to the fields and we'd walk through the fields looking for arrowheads.
Okay. So would you argue then that it's not an invention?
Well, back then they had to invent it.
Yeah,
Did they? Is that true? There's not like
Yeah,
natural.
they had to like carve it.
They were like whittling down, to be like the ends of their arrows,
Okay.
spears.
yeah,
stuff.
they invented it.
I didn't realize that. I thought that arrowheads were just like when you find a rock that's shaped like an arrowhead.
Oh, if you found one, you know that a human hand has touched that.
Oh,
Yeah, now it
really?
makes it more cool, right? Knowing that like you're finding like Native American artifacts.
Agreed. Okay. Arrowheads.
And I'm sure they advanced technology to, something with a knife and
The B2
sword, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. The next one I am going to say, also from my dad, Noah's Ark.
Oh, what an invention.
Oh, and that kind of encompasses like a cruise ship or like massive boats that can float.
Whoa.
I don't know if they can.
I don't know if that-
I don't know.
Okay,
Cruise
fine.
ship is
I don't know
off the board.
categories. Yeah. Types of cruise ships. Noah's Ark. Anybody?
Animal cruise.
You doing Royal Caribbean or Noah?
That's okay. Noah's Ark is fun.
Noah's Ark is a good
What an
invention.
invention. Yeah. That. Whatever. I'm not going to go too far into it. Is that an invention?
Was that the
Or is
first
that just a
boat?
large boat that they've already made boats like that?
Yeah, I guess they already had boats like that. They had big canoes.
Okay.
But think
well,
no. I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying it's a fun thought. Because all the animals in the world.
they could fit on there. 2 of them.
Crazy. Were there dinosaurs on the ark? People. I wonder.
Yeah, they're called alligators.
You ever been to the Creation Museum?
No, where's that at?
It's like they recreated Noah's Ark in Kentucky, I think.
I think
Very
Tommy and Corey are
homeschooling.
heading there right now.
Really?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I think.
I'd love to see that.
I think it's Kentucky. Pretty sure.
Yeah, they were going to the Smoky Mountains. So
Did John Chris go there for a video? I think I've
Yes.
seen it from the outside.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Okay.
All right, next I'm going to go spandex.
Okay.
Okay.
I think just coming off of my California trip, there is so much athleisure in this world. We are really, really enjoying spandex as a
Yeah.
modern society.
Okay.
It's everywhere. It's in it's in the waistband. It's in your socks. It's in, so many clothes that we're wearing. Shout out spandex.
Shout out spandex.
Where'd we get
Okay.
that from? How'd we find it?
It's a rubber
How did we?
esque,
I don't know.
latex.
Well, I heard that there's plastic in all of it now. So good invention.
The more you know, the more sad the world becomes.
know.
It's like I wish I didn't know that. Now you gotta have whatever.
I think it's one of my favorite materials. I like
It
a little
is.
stretch. Every golf polo shirt like
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably got a little spandex in it.
Oh yeah.
A little stretch. A little stretch is nice.
Is it usually spandex? Not was it polyester? Is that stretchy?
It can be, but polyester is a little stiffer, I think.
A little more starchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good pick, Jake.
Good pick. All right. My next one is going to be pockets. Pockets.
It's a good one.
Think about a life without
A
pockets.
world with no pockets.
Every once in a while, do you have shorts that don't have pockets on them?
Miserable.
It
I
is
hope I'm
miserable.
sleeping.
There was one time I was wearing shorts recently that didn't have pockets. I took my phone, I stuck it down there like I had a pocket and just right onto the ground.
You just spiked
I
your-
did. I just swiped it down into it. And I was like, that's so sad. I don't have pockets. I have to hold this like a nincompoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, pockets everywhere. I love pockets.
Rachel's really been enjoying the frocket on some shirts for
Yeah?
her phone.
Oh, I have been enjoying that. Yes. A front pocket. Oh, yes.
See? Would never be possible without the pocket. So pockets.
That's good.
All right. And my next one is going to be the ice cream cone.
You do like a good ice cream.
I
cone.
love ice cream by itself. Nice. But when you throw a little cone on it,
That is a great invention. Like, what if instead of a bowl, it was held up by sugar?
yeah. It's like, let's make this better. Yeah. Let's
Like a
turn this.
bread bowl, kind of.
Yes, dude. The ice cream cone.
Oh, I bet the ice cream cone was terrible for the bowl industry. They hate the cone. They hate big
Bowl,
cone.
Big Bull was hating that. Yeah.
Big bowl.
Think about that though. Just
Yeah,
like
like you can eat the bowl.
it elevates that ice cream cone so much.
And the waffle cones come around. Holy cow.
Exactly. Exactly. So ice cream cone.
I'm going to go with toilet paper.
Oh, that's a good one.
The ice cream cone of the butt.
Yeah, toilet paper is nice, guys. I use it a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I use it and I like it. I'm thankful for it.
Same, dude.
It's a top invention for me.
Same. Every day I use it.
Okay, Breaker. My last pick from my dad, once again. Where did it go? It is the calculator.
Ooh.
Calculator is crazy.
How does it work? I don't know.
How does it work?
But it's amazing.
How does it work?
Because it predated like most computers, right?
Yeah.
How long has calculator been around? Genuinely. Like 50s, 70s, 20s?
The earliest calculators were abacuses.
Yeah.
2300 BC.
How
Mechan-
did they work?
Mechanical calculators. Have you ever seen those kids that can do the math and they're doing the abacus and they're
Yes.
like in front of them? It's crazy. Electronic calculators, 1940s. Handheld calculators went mainstream thanks to Texas Instruments and HP, are in the 70s.
Okay. Do you think that
They cost like $700 today.
like the original calculator or even like the handheld ones like was like their version of AI?
Like it's doing it all for me. I don't have to think anymore.
Unbelievable. Like think of like
Any number, it always gets it right.
yeah. You can do whatever. What's the L in? Natural logs. You can do
Yeah.
natural logs on here.
It's a crazy invention. How did they do that?
Okay. So Rachel's answers were internal combustion engine, arrowheads, Noah's Ark, calculator. Jake said the compass, brake lights, spandex, toilet paper. Brad said airplane, peanut butter, pockets, ice cream cone. Good answers, guys, all around.
Anyone else but the Timon's here?
Timon!
Come on, Timon.
Come
Go
on in.
Sit on the ground.
Take your
Come on
spot.
in.
I'm outta
Come
here.
on in. We've got a 2-camera setup today.
You just missed.
Wait, Rachel, do you have any honorable mentions before you go? Anything else your family said?
They said refractive lenses, television, smartphones, computers, plow, fish hook, guns, generator, air conditioning, the ping on your watch for your phone, antibiotics, and vaccines from my dad.
Whoa,
Wow.
Getting political.
Yeah,
Let's stop it at fish hook.
chill out, Steve. All right, we'll edit that part out. Timon,
You can leave that door open if you want. Get a little air in here.
Timon, give us your favorite inventions, and then we'll reprimand you.
The alarm clock.
Coming in hot.
The snooze button.
The alarm clock. Do not disturb. iPhone chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Tempur-Pedic beds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blackout curtains.
Let's see. Yeah, a cozy bed. Soft sheets. I don't know. Jeez, I've been thinking. I don't know what happened. Like I think I don't know.
You didn't even, you
Any
think you went
theories?
AM instead of PM?
No, I don't know.
You didn't you
Any
think you went
theories?
AM instead of PM?
No,
Or
I
vice
checked,
versa?
and I looked at my alarm app, and I had alarm. So what I do is I set like 3 alarms most of the time. It's like I love the feeling of waking up and then turning it off and going back to sleep for
Yes.
like twice, whatever. So I had a 6:45, 7, and a 7:15. And the only one I remember one bit is 6:45. I vaguely remember like waking up and turning that one off, and then after that, no idea. And
I've had that
one
happen
worked.
before.
So what's up?
Yeah, you're just like, how did I? There's no. Yeah, that would happen to me all the time in college. Like I set alarms. It's on. There's proof on my phone. Why did I sleep in?
And also, I've had a few, over the past couple weeks, mornings where I've slept in naturally. I'd never sleep past like 8:45. I don't know
Oh,
why
really?
this morning it was 10:30.
Yeah.
It's never happened before.
Well, thanks for still being here.
Yeah.
The trick is you never, I've learned you never turn the alarm completely off until you're up out of bed. Let it snooze a million times. That's fine.
Yeah. And I think in your
Yeah.
state of sleep, at least me, like I do unknowingly turn them off, and then
Yeah.
you're screwed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for a while I would like set it across the room for like safety.
Yeah.
But then I had such a good streak with not doing that. I was like,
Yeah.
I got this.
yeah.
How late were
fine.
you up last night? That's the question.
I probably went to sleep at like 2 a.m.
Yeah. That's
So-
not terrible, but
It could be worse,
Yeah.
but it could be better. Yeah.
Hey, you got some good sleep though.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, the weekend will be nice. I'll be well rested. Yeah.
oh man. Did you have any inventions though? The alarm clock's good.
I haven't thought of anything really. I mean, smartphone,
Yeah.
computer,
Yeah.
all the stuff I use every day for work.
I know. I kept thinking
I put iPhone down because it
Initially-
is so good.
I was like, just all the electronics that we use. I was almost like, I almost thought about saying like we should do inventions without electronics because the
Yeah.
electronics are all so good.
Yeah. Hard to beat.
Microwave, unbelievable invention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I use a microwave every day now for my meals, and I find myself thinking about the microwave a lot. And I was like, this is cool how this is working. And I think it's just like someone explained to me one time. It's just like the molecules in your food are just moving really rapidly, and like that is giving it like temporary heat. That's like why food in the microwave like it gets cold really quickly because you're not really like you're not warming it up like you do in an oven. It's like
Okay.
a different style of heat. It's just fascinating. All that to say.
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry, Time. It's only like 4% brightness,
good.
so it's
No
more
problem.
faced at you.
No problem.
Other honorable mentions, the wheel.
Got to throw it in there.
It's too simple.
Yeah.
Napkin was one of my first ones I thought of.
Okay, toilet paper adjacent.
Very much so. Cell phone, TV, car,
Yeah.
the previous channel button.
Oh yeah.
Great
That's a good
invention.
button.
Imagine like back in the day, you had to like either click down and back up for every channel or like
Manually type in
yeah, the number
37.
every time. Yeah. And then zippers.
Zippers are nice.
Zippers are very nice, Jake.
I
Think
don't-
about it.
Yeah, I guess zippers on like I guess I don't come in
Backpack?
contact with zippers on phone, but yeah, zippers on like bags. Those are nice. Helpful.
Very nice. Very nice. Imagine having to
We just be doing strings, shoelaces
Drawstring.
everywhere.
yeah, or like the
Spandex.
clippers, like yeah, buttons. Buttons was a good invention actually too.
Buttons are nice.
Yeah. A nice like zip pocket on some
Ooh,
joggers. works
pockets.
Pockets was one of my.
well. Oh, nice. That's a good one to lock in. Yeah.
And then my last one was the random plastic thing that keeps the pizza from touching the lid.
Oh, the tabletop thing.
Yeah, you know, it's underrated, but
That's nice.
whoever thought of that, good job.
I hope he's rich. Or she.
Thank you. Thank you.
I had cruise ship, which we all know has already been said by Noah's Ark. So I couldn't say that. Yeah, iPhone. One of the first ones I thought of was wind turbine.
Okay.
That's crazy. Someone was like, what if we just take the wind and put it in the power grid?
I wonder what.
How?
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I've also heard people that say, like, I think farmers don't like them. Ask them.
My first ever trip to New Hartford, all these people in their like street signs were saying, say no to wind turbines.
Was it because they didn't like them or because they didn't want to see them?
I think it's more of didn't want to say them. Like we shouldn't be selling off our land to like big government, fill in the blank. These private companies just like this land is for land. It's for farming. And like,
Those are eyesores.
yeah, I think Steve Coop is like, I'll put a turbine in my property. Like,
Okay, I was gonna
renewable energy. Like we
Yeah.
can't act like not everything is bad.
Right.
You know, we can't act like every new advancement is like bad for the earth.
I could be wrong. Genuinely don't know much, but I've heard that maybe they almost are like using more electricity than they are wind.
Yeah, it's one of those things like this will pay for itself in 250 years.
Yeah. It's like you need a lot of gas to make something that is electric or something like
Yeah,
that.
it might be one of those things where like you can't halfway do it. Like for this to save you money, you need 200 turbines or
Yeah.
something maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we clearly don't
I
know.
don't know enough about that stuff, but
Next, football.
dude, great.
Great sport.
The modern football too. Like the first football was like this weird round, like rugby looking football.
Yeah, but what we have today,
They can chuck that thing.
what I can play with my friends,
Yes.
what I can play fantasy football with, just football.
Football. Yeah.
Golden Doodle.
That's an invention for sure.
We thought of that.
I'm a Labradoodle guy. So,
I think I would go more golden.
Timon, you've been here for 5 minutes. Are you going to contribute at all to anything?
I thought of the projector. It's kind of a fun thing. You
That's
can, like,
kind of wild.
I mean, I'm not exactly sure how it all works, but it's kind of cool. Like last night I was at the Kelly's house, and we just like on their garage door watched a movie. It's like that's fun. We can do that.
Really anything like that. Even just like a record player. Like I put this metal thing on this vinyl thing
Dude.
and music comes out.
Crazy.
Also, the fact that like I've just been thinking about that's how they recorded it too back in the day. Like it was onto you're just like cutting it
Yeah.
into how does that work?
How does it
and
make
how did they
sound?
figure that out before?
fair.
I don't know. I feel like that's almost like more complicated than doing it digitally.
Yeah, how did they do that before like hearing aids? Like how is that easier?
Yeah.
Feels easier.
All right. I should have thought
Don't know
something better.
much about records or aids though. Timon, you're young but also homeschooled. Ever heard of overhead projectors?
Ever heard of them? I mean, I'm guessing that's just. Wait. First thought was just like a projector that's mounted to the ceiling.
That makes sense. Is its own device though.
Okay. Because my second thought was just like you go to the Kansas City Zoo and there's a little like in the penguin exhibit, there's off to the side a little thing that's like projecting onto the floor, some like water, and you like step on it. It's like motion censored and the penguin like swims away.
Oh yeah. Those
That's
are
exactly
old
what it is. Yeah.
Xbox Connect sensors, which you might even be too young for that. Do you remember the Xbox Connect with a K?
I was never like involved, but I do know what it is, I think.
I didn't do R&D for him or anything.
Yeah. But isn't that, it's just like where you could play like a dance game and it would kind of like watch you and know what you're doing?
Yeah, it was like way
kinda
better.
fun.
The Wii only knew where your hand was, but the
Yeah.
Connect knew where your whole body was.
That's pretty cool.
Overhead projectors.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we went to school, they had like these like clear, transparent pieces of paper that you put. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain it.
Like almost
Oh.
on a desk in
Wait,
a
yeah,
light.
my church has one of these. Or at least like
yeah.
they use them for VBS back in
yep,
the day.
yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing.
It is a cool thing.
Yeah.
We like saw those get like, what's that called? Just like moved out. Like,
Yeah. They became
Like-
obsolete.
yes, like that was in our education. Like elementary, they're everywhere. And then middle school, I feel like started to see less and less overhead projectors.
Yeah.
And then one classroom in our whole school had a smart board. And no one knew how to work it.
was
This
gonna
was
say-
the beta version of a smart board. It wasn't great.
I think a lot of ours had smart boards, but I wasn't sure if any of them were because they never used them.
Yeah.
Are they
it's
still
like
around?
a full self-driving car. Like this is cool, but I can just do it myself. I'll just
Yeah.
write on the chalkboard.
We have adaptive cruise on Catherine's van. I don't know if she knows how to use it. Like I think she's just like, I'll just drive.
Yeah.
No problem. Anyway,
All right. Inventions.
inventions.
That was a fun one.
Thanks.
That was good. We all learned a little something. Timon, we've given them a preview
Okay.
of what's happening to you. It sounds like something really bad's happening. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I didn't mean to voice crack. I didn't mean to get choked
what's
up.
come up?
What's
In
the diagnosis? No. Yeah. Do you want to tell them what's going on?
Yeah. So I'm leaving for 2 months to go be on a film crew in Sugar Creek, Ohio. Filming
Wait.
like a
Sugar Creek, Ohio. That sounds familiar.
you might know that name from where Rendell Weaver lives.
Is it actually?
Yeah. It's his exact hometown.
Isn't that like a tiny town?
Yeah.
Amish little town.
The
Is he
TV
there?
show.
He still lives there, right?
Yeah, I DM'd him. I was like, "Is this where you live?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "We should hang out."
You guys are going to be best friends. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, but the show itself is like an Amish themed like show. It's like set in this town that it's being filmed in.
Cool.
It's a
like a-
scripted show. Is
Yeah.
it a drama, right?
Kinda. It's like a Amish mystery series. I think if anyone's heard of I think it's based on a book series, Sugar Creek Amish Mysteries.
Okay.
Maybe that's I don't know.
Okay.
But But yeah, me and Zach, who you guys know,
Who you guys know?
are going to be like in the camera and lighting department just for 2 months. It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, tell us, how did you get connected to this, or what's the?
Yeah, so it's just this guy, Isaac Alonji, who's like a director of photography that's done like a bunch of movies that just, I think it was like, we were talking to him about the movie we did with Trey, and he was like, that sounds cool, but like, I want to show you like a real movie set.
Yeah.
Like, not that wasn't, but it wasn't. And so it was like, let's get some like real experience. I think it'll be cool, because like, I think it'll really help me determine if like this side of the industry of like
Yeah,
video and
like
stuff is what I want to
traditional.
get into, like TV and movies, and that would be sweet. But I think we'll see. But yeah, like we have a hotel for 2 months.
I think that's
Got
the
a pool and
craziest
a hot
part.
tub. It's gonna be
Just
sweet.
You and Zach in one hotel room for 2 straight months.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
it's just where we're gonna live.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I was telling you Monday when I saw you. I was like, this could be a time. Do whatever you want. I was like, this could be when Timon gets really into The Office. Like just you and Zach in a hotel.
Yeah.
And you have like, you've worked all day, just come home and just throw on The Office.
Has Zach watched it before?
no.
Oh, that's fine.
And I told him the idea, and I think he's like into it. I think it'd be sweet, because I was saying the same thing to you. I think like if I work 12 hours and I'm like tired, I'm not gonna trust myself to stay awake for a whole movie.
Yeah.
But like 1 or 2 episodes,
20 minutes.
that'd
Would
be
you
fine.
would you trust Zach with anything like that? Like, would you trust him to like be responsible with the full movie, or
I
you
don't
think he would
I
just
don't
get like
see-
little bits of like?
I don't see any reason why not. I don't see any reason Zach shouldn't be in the camera department for this show.
Yeah, Timon, tell us how, like, give us your version of what you thought when you see this stuff from Zach. As Zach's friend,
Yeah.
know Zach more than we do, whatever, but also like as somebody who's done this with us for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I got the footage. He wasn't even uploaded. He like gave me the drive so I could transfer it, and I looked at it. I was like, Zach, like, why is this? Like, look at this. It was Jake's angle. I was like, why does it look like this? And I can't remember exactly what he said. I think it was just like, yeah, I like kind of noticed it a little bit into recording, but I didn't want to like stop it to change it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, all right, it is what it is.
Timon was texting me and was like, hey, look at this. I think if I have time, like every time the camera goes to you, I could punch it. I was like,
Don't
not
do that.
do that.
Yeah.
Do not. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's
Not
so-
important.
It's funny when you said that. I was like, oh yeah, why would I? But
Yeah,
I would have.
Yeah.
I was ready to do that.
What's your role going to be on the production?
So me and Zach are going to alternate every week. Like 1 week I'll be on like B cam, just getting like alternate angles.
Oh, cool.
And then-
I don't think I realized you were going to be like a camera operator.
Yeah, I didn't know for sure, but I
I thought you were going to
heard
like
that
move
recently.
the tripods or something.
Right. I think, I don't know. I mean, it might be a little bit of everything. We'll see. But then the other week we'll like switch, and then I would be in lighting. Just like, I think that's just helping. I'm guessing it's just like doing what someone tells me.
Yeah.
Like set this up over here, bring me this diffusion, all that jazz.
I've been thinking of
Yeah.
you this week. I've been listening to Daniel Tosh's podcast, and he has his old key grip from the Tosh show.
Oh,
So
cool.
they've been talking production and key grip and all this stuff.
Grip. Yeah.
What
That's
exactly does that mean? I see that
that's
every
kind of
credits.
it's kind of what Zach was on Trey's movie. I mean, we were all everything, but
Yeah, I was going to say, Trey was a little bit of everything. Derek was
Uh-huh.
everything. You were kind of everything.
Yep.
Key grip is kind of like, well, I mean, you could explain it.
I mean, I'm not exactly. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you would like have a fresher definition, I guess.
I'm just going
But,
to look it up.
Like, does
I-
anybody know?
I think key grip is like right under the gaffer, which like the gaffer is like lighting. It's like everything lighting. Like he's basically the guy who's like shooting it thinks of, I want it to look like this. The gaffer is like, I know how to make it look like this.
Okay.
The key grip is like, I'm going to physically make it look like this.
Yeah,
And they're
that's a
all
great
going to maybe
explanation.
be involved in like physical, like moving stuff. But I think the grip is a little more problem solving.
It's like the most blue collar guy on set, I feel like. Like he's the one
Yeah,
like
yeah.
rigging it actually up.
Gotcha.
He's like
you know?
carrying sandbags and like,
Gotcha.
The sandbagger.
right.
Jesse Plattner would be a good key grip.
Yeah.
Top notch sandbagger.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you going to do?
Nothing. I like it. Let's go.
Right, Brad just started talking. I started clapping. We never know what's going on. Timon, which one do you want?
I like the clap.
Yeah. Sing it. Why is that funny?
Cheers.
It's never funny. Hey, we're sponsored by Main Street Roasters. Yeah.
That was good. Timon, enjoy clapping while you can. Once you get a wedding ring on, you're just not good at it anymore.
All right.
It hurts.
I won't get married.
Just power through. It does hurt. My pinky hurts. Was worth it for that clap.
Worth it, worth it. Main Street Roasters, the official coffee sponsor of our podcast.
Yep.
So, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Let's break it down.
Okay.
There are 3 principles to a Main Street Roasters podcast sponsorship. And they spell out what?
J-O-E.
Joe, that's right. Short for Joey. J. Jubilance.
Yep.
See right here, jubilance. When you drink Main Street Roasters coffee, it will take you from your current mode to a more jubilant mode. O. Orifice. You're going to want to put this in one of your orifices. Now, legally, we can't tell you which one, but I think you know which one, and I think I'm using it right now.
Mouth.
Now, legally, we have to edit that out, but jubilance, orifice, and the E, that's right, earthquakes. You can drink this coffee in any natural disaster, and it'll still taste the same.
Yep.
Earthquake proof.
They deliver to California.
Yes. San Andreas fault. Some of the other ones.
I want to say foot fault,
Foot fault, double fault,
double fault,
pole vault,
pull fault.
any of the faults they will deliver. So, J-O-E.
Oh, Walt Disney had always like pull in from the secret fault.
Nice. Oh, yeah, Taylor Swift from The Fault. Yep.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Good. That's MainStreetRoasters.com. Get 10% off with promo code GRKC. Ooh, I got the hiccups.
You need some coffee to wash those hiccups down, boy.
J-O-E. Get it now.
GRKC.
Your orifice, your choice.
Man, it's
Yeah.
funny. Gaffer and key grip. There's no intuition that like I know what that means because of like
Yeah, there's no context.
I would have never if you gave me a multiple
Yeah.
choice like which one is the guy that does this? I would never think the answer is gaffer.
Yeah.
That sounds made
I'm
up.
not sure where the word comes from because I
Yeah.
know there's gaff tape, which is what a gaffer might use to tape something up. But I don't know which came first. I don't know.
The gaffer of the tape.
Another fun
Yeah.
thing, Smucker's headquarters are pretty close to where Timon and Zach are going to be. So Scott is being sent there for his
Okay.
job at some point this summer. And so he's like, I'm absolutely going to come by the set.
Yeah, I wanted
like,
to come.
Scott's going to end up with a role in this show somehow.
What if
Dude, is that Glenn Powell? You want to hop in for a scene?
Glenn Powell lookalike? Yeah, so
Yeah.
like this is a series, like
Yeah,
TV
we're
series.
filming 8 episodes, like
Okay.
a season basically.
Do they have a network that's going to go on yet, or is it like do you film it and then hope that it? Or,
I'm
or is
not
it-
exactly sure. Like
Okay.
from my understanding, I think it's like a Christian thing. I don't know if it's like the show is. I don't know exactly what
Okay.
it is, but I think it might go on some. What I've gathered is kind of like the show streaming version of like Pureflix or something like that. Like I
Gotcha.
think it'd be something maybe
Cool.
like Up TV or something.
Okay.
Like that. I don't know exactly, but
Isn't it crazy how many different places like
Oh,
that
yeah.
there are? Like you're doing a 2-month thing for Up TV that we've never heard of, you know? But
Yeah. And
Some
being,
people are
I
into
mean, everything's paid for. The flight, 2 months of a hotel.
I know. I mean, shout out to Isaac Alonji. He was like, I want to get you guys this experience, and I'm like, he convinced him to pay us,
That's
get
dope.
us the lodging, like all that stuff. It's gonna be. I was like, I can't say no to this.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
that's
Yeah.
really cool, man. So we're gonna miss you. 2 months starting next week. Like this is your last.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the pod.
Yeah, it's
You almost
probably,
missed it this
Take a
week.
long, good look. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So probably like, what is that? Probably 20 episodes. No Timon coming up.
Wow.
If our numbers drop, we know why.
Our numbers are going to drop. Yeah.
Oh man, our teen girl demo just dropped off the face of the earth. They don't
Dang.
listen anymore. I get it.
Well, half our listeners are Timon's family.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt
You
too.
know?
Yeah.
Jesse's not going to listen anymore. He doesn't care about us.
No motivation. Yeah.
No. That's fun.
Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna stink.
Yeah.
Got to replace a handful of things. We got to find someone new to do the podcast,
Punch it. Yeah.
punch the fingers,
As they say. Yeah.
shooting for Friday Pickleball, editing for Friday Pickleball. And Timon was still like, I bet I could still do some stuff. Like, dude, you're working 12 hours a day. I'm not gonna let you continue to
I know,
like do all this.
Yeah.
It's
I
like, no.
realized pretty quick and to try like convince myself. I bet I could get some editing in.
It would be fun.
I'm like, no. 12 hours a day is a lot.
I'm still going to have time and do the Friday thumbnails. I said,
Yeah.
we still need a reason to stay in touch.
Okay.
I was like, we need at least one touch point every week.
Okay. How should we stay in touch?
I don't know.
Let's see.
You could
What-
ask them like,
figure out
how are you?
No,
No, that
don't
wouldn't
be
work.
silly.
How's it going?
Too
No.
casual.
I could.
Let me look at.
Lawn. You guys could talk lawn care. Every time Ollie Pop mows your lawn, you
Yeah.
send a picture of him to Timon.
There's Olipop.
Yeah,
There's Ollie Pop.
there he is.
Olipop.
And Timon says, right on.
Right on.
See you next week.
No, he's
I
gonna
have
start
been-
talking like an Ohio guy. So he's gonna say,
Top of the morning.
"Yep, you're Irish there."
I have been like
Ohio-ish.
trying to tell people like I should still be like reachable. Text me, call me. Just like I don't want to like lose connections. Like I mean, it's not that long, but
Think Zach will mute his notifications when he's on set? Or he's gonna-
I don't know.
I love the meme you made about him. That was so good.
Oh
What'd-
man,
I missed that.
on the Facebook group. Let me see.
It's the classic meme where the guy is like walking with his girl, but then he's looking back at the
Oh,
other
classic.
girl in the
Yeah, yeah.
foreground. And what'd you label? The middle guy was Zach.
The middle guy was Zach, and then the like his current girlfriend was do not disturb mode, and then the other guy was keeping his computer at full volume.
That's amazing.
A few weeks ago, my dad called me and said, "Hey, my company is like sponsoring this pickleball tournament. It's actually going to be in Stratford. Would you want to come down and play in it with me?" And I was like, "That sounds like so fun. I don't know how a beginner and me would pair up. We will figure it out. You
Yeah.
know, whatever. But let's try to make it work." To spoil it, I don't think it is going to make it work. It is going to work, but the registration is public, and so I've kind of kept tabs on like who's signed up or whatever.
Oh yeah.
This I don't know why it's so interesting to me, but I just didn't expect this. So let me share with you the names and ages of the people currently signed up for this tournament. This is something I would have expected in like Naples, Florida, or like whatever. Let's just get into it.
Okay.
Jerry, age 74.
All right.
Christy, age 58. Carol, she hid her age, but I feel like we kind of know. Janet also hid her age. Marcy, age 66. Charles, age 71.
Wow.
Anthony, age 65. Daniel, age 62. Sorry, scrolling. Steve, age 74.
Your dad's 74. He doesn't look
Bobby,
a day over 70.
age 67. Gilbert, age 75. Kathy, age 66. Karen, age 68. David, 68. Here we go. Charles, 85.
All right.
Now we're getting there. Steve, 73. Dennis, 83.
Wow.
There's like Layla, Leila. Layla, age 73. So there's only like 20 people signed up, and it's the oldest people.
Those are all. You weren't like picking. You weren't cherry picking.
There are maybe 3 other people that I didn't say.
Yeah.
It's just exclusively 60 and older tournament.
Wow.
I don't know. Like,
It's like they have a
What's
club,
happening
and
down
they're just now like we always play every Wednesday together. Let's all also play in this tournament together.
I was like, well, let's see if people are signing up and maybe I can see where we'd go. I'm like, Charles, age 85.
You would whoop him, I bet. I bet you
I
guys
just
would beat him.
can't imagine an 85-year-old like playing pickleball.
Get up to the kitchen, Charlie. Get up there.
And I just love the names too. Good
We're
names.
just
Dennis, age 83.
Stratford have courts.
That's another reason why I don't think that many people are going to sign up. It's like on their basketball court.
Yeah.
So between indoor basketball court and people exclusively over the age of 65 playing, it's a very interesting tournament. But
And
hey, if
worry
you're in
about
the area,
your Achilles might tear.
and think about the Achilles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so old. I don't know how they did that. I've never seen that in Kansas City.
Only like almost exclusively that.
Yeah. I played a lot of pickleball tournaments. Why are they so old down there?
Wow.
So if it does end up happening, I'll keep you updated. Old folks.
It'd be a fun video. Fun Friday video. Like the thumbnail is just like you like this, and then there's like a bunch of old people. Just like, and it's like super exaggerated for the thumbnail.
Yes. Like,
They look like they're on death's door.
they're in a coffin in the thumbnail. They're in walkers. I think it'd be fun. I mean, kind of Mr. Beast style, but like I played against every like decade or whatever. I played against every
yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Got that written down somewhere. I played against every skill. 2.550.
Yeah. With a frying pan.
Yeah.
I was gonna pull up. You're not connected to Bluetooth, are you?
I'm not. I have no
Don't worry
computer even right now.
Wow. Never mind. I was just gonna do a little segment of "You're not that guy" or "Don't be that guy," and there's that great clip where he goes, "Don't be that. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy." Just two quick ones I observed this week. One of them, I'm driving down the highway in my Honda Odyssey, looking hot as heck, just so cool. Not going that fast, 75 miles an hour, so like faster than the speed limit, but zoomed so fast past a Lamborghini.
Okay.
If you're driving a Lamborghini, you gotta drive it fast. This guy's going 62 miles an hour on the highway in a Lambo. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Don't be a slow Lambo.
Don't get passed by a minivan on the highway in a Lamborghini.
It is kind of odd.
It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you even in that thing?
Yeah, if you spent that much, I mean, maybe you rented it, but even more, if you rented it for 2 days, go nuts.
I'm just saying, yeah. I
All
don't
right,
know.
yeah, getting past a Lamborghini. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Huh.
Just couldn't believe it. And then the other, don't be that guy. Went to the pool with the family the other day, subdivision pool, neighborhood pool, my sister's, and some guy brought a large like amp speaker, like Bluetooth speaker,
Oh, gosh.
and played it, and like played it loud. What the audacity that it takes. I'm all about vibes. I like fun music. I like Bluetooth speakers, but like if anyone else is around that I don't know, I'm turning off the music.
I'm also just going to be self-conscious about what I'm playing. How do you have the nerve to play your playlist in front of so many strangers?
That's it. The nerve.
Yeah.
That guy has the nerve that I don't have because he's that guy. Don't be that guy.
I barely have the nerve to run the aux cord with my friends. I'm like,
Yeah, in
I don't
the
know if I'm
car.
playing the right stuff.
Anybody have any suggestions?
But yeah,
I don't
public
know.
place.
And to
That's
be fair, it
another
wasn't
level.
like terrible music. It was like really vibey, like kind of like whatever, like lo-fi kind of stuff. But like,
He wasn't taking too many chances.
no, and it didn't seem like it was inappropriate or anything, but it was just like, you are setting the tone for the rest of the group of people that you do not know and you have no real affiliation with.
People will do that at outdoor pickleball courts sometimes. Like sometimes you got a small speaker, it kind of is only your court, and other times people bring in a subwoofer and,
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's like really taking over, man.
don't be that
Chill.
guy.
Yeah, it's not even Spotify Premium. I'm hearing ads for BetterHelp right now.
Well, now you're just describing Gunner. That's 100% what Gunner's done before. Where it's like KB and like all this different Christian rap.
So
and then,
good.
yeah, BetterHelp ad comes on. But anyway, those two things. I was just like, I would never be either of those guys. Don't be that guy.
I'm with you.
So
I'm just talking about Lifetime so much now, but
that's how I feel all the time. It's like,
every now and then they have, hey, it shows I'm working out here, huh?
yeah, I'm working here.
They will have like these classes in the middle, like a CrossFit class.
Yes,
Those
for the
speakers are too loud.
Alpha.
Yeah, of course they call it alpha.
Yeah.
Those speakers way too loud. Where then my AirPods are all the way up, and I think, wait, think about AirPods being all the way up. That's got to be dangerous.
Right.
I shouldn't be listening to AirPods all the way up.
Right.
So then I just like, well, at least it's a Justin Bieber remix, and I just go no AirPods and just listen to their music.
Not terrible music, but yeah, it is so loud. That Alpha is intense though. Have you ever wanted to do it?
No, it's so intimidating.
Would you do it with me?
Maybe. I feel like the clientele, it's like really fit women barely wearing clothes. I don't want to be in that.
bud. I'm kidding.
Yes, spandex is one of my favorite inventions.
Everyone is so jacked. Like that does it. And
Everyone's,
so I'm like, maybe if I did it, I'd be jacked.
maybe that'll take like a week or two.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll look like them.
I think so. What came first, the gaffer or the gaff tape? What came first, the alpha class or the guy being jacked? I'm saying like, was the guy
I
jacked
see now,
before or
I see now.
after?
You going to Lifetime later today?
Unofficially.
All right, I'll count you in.
Yeah.
That's a great way to respond to anything. Think you'll be able to make it this weekend? Unofficially? Count me in. So maybe not.
Our pastor's son the other day, college kid, he just came up to me. He's like, "Hey, Brad, how was it?" And I like that. I like that as like a question. Just anytime you see somebody, how was it?
Was it what you thought it'd be?
Yeah. How was it?
You'll live up to the hype?
So, what do you think?
Man, I wouldn't know what to say.
Well, that's what's fun. Is it's an improv game.
Yeah.
Every time. Hey, Timon, how was it?
It's pretty good.
Wow, good improv.
Thank
was
you.
good.
That was awesome.
I think I've said this before, but there was a guy in my hometown who his way of saying like, "What's going on? How you doing?" He'd say, "What do you know, Jake?"
What do you know is a
And it
classic.
threw me off because I was like, yeah, I was like, does he want to know what I learned
I
last time
know.
I saw him? The calculator was invented way before you think. What do you know, Jake? It was pre-calc today. Good to see you, Mark.
What do you know?
I
Yeah.
didn't respond to that question well.
That is tough.
It's kind of like sometimes people might say what's up, and you're like, I think this person might actually want me to say the things that are up rather than just what's up back.
Yeah, if they just
Things that are
slightly
up.
Some
alter.
people want to know
What's up?
Some people just want to what's up back. Like, what's up? Hey, what's up, man?
There's a very
But you don't-
thin line between like, Brad, what's going on? And like, Brad, what's been going on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think what's been going on is like, I got to give updates now. Brad, what's going on? Not much, man. How about you?
But it also, if you take out the contraction, that's when you're just mad. What is going on?
Hattie, what's going on?
And the less consonants, the less you actually care. Like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Less vowels.
No, less consonants.
Okay.
I'm talking no G, no T, no instead of what's instead of going. Instead of on. Oh. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
What's going
What's
on?
up? Sup?
Not much.
No.
Going on with you? Not much, man. Just chilling.
That's the kind of stupid improv-y, like dumb things I would do with my friends in like college. Is like we'd like assume characters and people would be like, "What movie are you guys quoting?" It's like we're just being dumb.
We're riffing in the calf, brother.
Yeah. What's going on? Man? How you doing? What's up, man?
Enough about me. How about you? What do you think?
What you think, man? Anyway,
Anyway,
so don't be that guy.
Timon, anything you want to say? Last chance at 20 episodes. Anything you
Yeah,
want to get off
wow.
your chest before we wrap this
No
up?
pressure. I don't know. See if I wrote anything down.
I'll give a quick
Oh.
up. Oh, you got something.
Zach lied last week. You were like, "You guys play a lot of singles?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, we do." That's like what we do, Zach. Jeez. What does our last 3 times playing singles mean to you, Zach?
No, never. I don't know how it works.
Don't know what that is, but probably not.
Yeah, overall, give us a grade for Zach's.
That's
Oh,
all we do.
a healthy 7 or 8. It was fun.
Even with the camera angles?
I don't know. I mean, if I really factor that in, maybe it was lower. But he
was fun, though.
he was fun to listen to.
We had a we laughed a
Yeah.
lot with him.
It was great.
He got the best out of me for whatever reason. I feel like
Yeah.
I was on a roll last
Yeah.
week, so
Yeah.
he really brings it out of me.
Sometimes that new energy, you know, like
It's the deep voice.
especially because he like hadn't really listened to our podcast very much. So after he got done recording with us, he's like, "I might have to start listening to this. This is pretty funny." We're like, "Yeah, man."
Yeah, ball bearing straight, dude.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
Ball bearing straight was wild.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, good. Clear the air. You play
Yeah.
singles.
Yeah, we do. I think
Good.
in the last 2 weeks, I played singles more than doubles for sure.
All right.
Because like it's hard to get that many people on board, and a lot of times it's kind of last minute. So it's just like find someone and play singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. I don't know anything else. Zach lied about anything else? I'm not sure.
Zach also said in between episodes, he's like, "It's a little bit harder than I thought to be funny." Like he's like, "I'm a funny guy," and I was like, "Just don't try.
Don't
too
try.
hard." Yeah,
Yeah,
The harder you try, the less funny you're
For
going to
sure.
be. Whatever. But I thought he did great. I thought he was. So maybe we'll just rotate out some people for the rest of it.
I think so.
Rachel was really fun to have on.
Rachel's good to go for next week. Scott's in Florida. Maybe when he gets back, maybe we'll have Scott come in here, get Catherine in here.
Yeah, just kind of rotate it around a little bit.
We bring someone on to be a guest and we make them control the cameras. Like we'll
I
still
had that
interview
thought.
you,
I
but
had
you
that
have
thought.
to control the cameras to do it.
That's so funny. Just get let's try to find like a big name.
And
Like,
we still put
like
them
somebody
there.
that we don't even know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like let's get Nate Bargatze when he comes in here.
Yeah.
Hey folks. I don't know if he would be available.
Martin Lawrence. Do you think he would do it?
I don't know if we could get Martin Lawrence
Okay,
to come. I think
lower.
he would switch the cameras if he came. Though.
Okay. If we had him in here.
Martin Lawrence, what a pull.
I don't know why I thought of that.
Let's go Martin
Damon
Lawrence.
Wayans. He'd be great.
Maybe
I used to love My Wife and Kids. You ever watch that show? Little sitcom he
I
was
did
on.
watch that. Also, the weigh that'd be a tough quiz for me to answer.
Which
There's
one
so
is
many
which?
weigh-ins.
Yeah.
So many weigh-ins out there. There's Marlon, there's Damon.
Damon Jr.
Damon Jr. I think is so funny. He's the one on New Girl.
That's right, I think.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You nailed it, I think.
And then there's Wayne Wayans.
Wayne Brady.
There's Dwayne Wayans.
Dwayne Wayne. Dwayne's The Rock Johnson.
Mm-hmm. There's one Wayans, two Wayans. There's Wayne's Truth in the Life.
Shout out to... Gonna move on unless you're ready.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Josh Rowe and Rachel, his fiance, wedding invite.
Yeah.
It was kind of, I really liked that. First of all, they're, family not too far away here. They've seen me play a lot of rec volleyball over the last couple of years, but they were like, hey, they wrote a little handwritten note. They're like, the Stoltzfus brothers are filming our wedding. Celia's photographing it, and Sarah Solberg is doing our honeymoon.
Wow.
They're like, it's a complete ghosty wedding, so we figured we should invite you guys too. So
That's
I
awesome.
thought that was pretty cool that that's all happening. Ghostrunners universe.
Yeah, we got an invite, and Catherine's like, who is this? And I was like, they're the ones, if you remember the story on the podcast, they visited your volleyball game, and you said something. Was it he was way younger than her, or vice versa? And he's like, yeah, I pull, or something like that.
Yeah,
You remember that?
Of all the stories, that's funny. That's what you remember. Yeah, I think he's probably like 3 years younger.
Okay.
I think, yeah, he was still in high school. I don't remember exactly. Either way, that's them. They're great.
They're great. They're great.
They are great.
They're great.
So,
That's all I got. I mean,
my arms are outstretched.
I got win of the week,
You know what? That's freaking true.
and that's the freaking truth.
Win of the week. What do you got?
That's the cheese. Win of the week is multiple. I really like the cold plunge at Lifetime. Number one. But number two is I found my sunglasses.
Well, good.
I was missing them for like 5 days.
Well, good.
5 days too long, Jake, and then I found them. They had fallen into like one of the little side pockets of my truck. Pockets, not always a good thing.
Huh.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So big time. Big time for summer, though.
That was big time. I can tell you're pretty excited you found your sunglasses.
Pumped!
Win of the week.
Yeah.
Mine is going to be, I think, just like, in a word, Buffini. It was just
Yeah.
great to be there.
The Fiendsters.
I came away with it just being super, just like thankful, and they were so great. I had a blast. And I also went on a little like kick, like looking up Brian Buffini, just like content online, like whether it's his podcast or an Instagram reel or like
Yeah.
a seminar he does. I've like watched like 14-year-old YouTube videos of him like giving a talk. And the byproduct of that is now, yeah, I should do that. I should transition. You know, last week I was going to become a magician. Now it's switching. Now I think more professional speaker. Take what I know, stage presence, comedy, and do more
Devin.
professional speaking.
That's
Yeah.
our boy. Yeah.
Devin's a magician.
Who is now motivational speaker.
Wow.
So I think you should still stick with magician first. But
And do the
then
path
go
that he
into-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think also,
Then Sound of Music is the next step.
yeah, and then be the comedic relief in Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Greenleaf. I think I need like 5 more years maybe of like putting some things on my resume. Maybe we kind of see what happens to Friday Pickleball, and then I can go like speak about it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's great.
That's the win of the week. Just inspired by the Buffins.
Yeah. This is a random fun thing. I realized you can pay $15 and then get 2 months of unlimited car washes at Go Car Wash. And so I've just been, there was a week where I got a car wash every day.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
Welcome.
It was fun.
How'd you
awesome.
get that deal? Like because you're new?
Maybe you can just, like, my dad found it somewhere and I was like, I'll take advantage. So I went in and I was like, and is there a thing where I just like pay for this one and I get 2 months? They're like, yeah, like
Yep.
you're in.
Sweet.
So now I just pull up and they know my license plate and just go in.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
awesome. It's so cool.
It's one of those like, this is excessive and I don't really need this membership, but it's a fun membership to have.
It's really fun.
It's like you feel like a king.
Yeah.
Every day you're like, I don't really need one, but it's kind of fun to go in there.
Just a little extra glimmer
Yeah.
in the car.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the
shimmer.
fun. And the vacuums are nice. I like used them yesterday. I was like,
Yeah.
this is fun.
Wow.
Let's go, boy.
I've got your
Yeah.
friend coming over Monday morning to clean my car.
Sweet. Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, detail.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't detailing such a bad word for what happens?
Yes. It should be
Confusing.
just
I'm getting my car detailed.
deep cleaned. Or
Yeah. Cleaned.
yeah. Detailed makes it sound like they're going to either add like whatever racing stripe, like
They're-
a
exactly.
cool
They're like-
spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
getting
like adding on to it.
a new rims. I'm getting rims.
Yeah. Spinners.
I'm getting spinners. I'm
Yeah.
getting my car detailed. Or it makes it sound like they are only going to do like the very small, like detailed cleaning.
I'm going to polish your mirrors.
Yes.
That's car detailing.
Yes. The things that you don't really care about.
Yeah.
They're engraving stuff into the leather, like
That's
adding
nice.
details.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Some stitching, some light stitching.
Custom details.
Okay, comment of the week. Here's what I'll say right now. Turns out a lot of people sing. The thing that I said I was really annoyed by. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that a lot of people sing. I'm sorry if I offended anyone.
I did kind of want to come on and defend that. I don't think I do it much, but I think it's okay.
It is okay. Just know that
It's okay.
I have to podcast 4 times a week, so there's times where I say things. Don't take it personal.
Yes. Anybody that ever judges anything we do, it's like, hey, sitting for an hour in our seats.
Yeah, walk a mile in my podcast chair.
Yeah. See how good your camera angles are at the end of it.
So I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings. It's okay. People are like, I sing to my kids to cheer them up. That's great. Yeah.
Singing is not the issue, right?
It
In
was
general?
like, filling space by singing a normal sentence. That was more the annoyance. But either way, I don't need to go back into it. It's all
And
good.
I do
I sing to my
understand.
kids at every night before they go to bed. Jake would hate me for that.
I sing worship at church every Sunday. I'm sure Jake is hating this.
Yeah. I sing it. I make a joyful noise to the Lord. Jake hates that.
So
yeah.
I guess that's in a way my comment of the week. But I guess bonus one, I loved all the people responding to the dog jaw thing. Like I do this with my kids all the time. That was a great setup, whatever. I liked everyone responding to dog jaw. I was so pumped to get Zach on that.
It was one of the best deliveries I've heard, I think.
Really?
Of the setup.
That was my only time that I'd ever done it. I feel like it went great. You could see Zach like lunge, which is hilarious. So then we're around the pool this past weekend and it came to mind again. I was like, hey, do you guys know about this dog jaw thing I have? And 7 out of 7 people were all like, no, what's dog jaw? And I was like, oh, it's happening. All right, here we go.
Be cool,
Lock
be
in.
cool.
Lock in. At first I was like, well, Rachel's the one who actually has it. I was going to set her up. She's like, Jake has it. Jake has it. Jake has it worse than me. I was like, all right. All right, I'll do it. And so I was like, all right, I'll get Anna Buffini on it. I was like, hey, I feel right here. Barked at her. Didn't even flinch. Made me feel like such an idiot. I was like, I shouldn't have got the girl who works with horses every day on it. Of course she's not going to flinch.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I bombed.
Bummer.
Dang. And that's a tough one to,
Yeah.
Just looking at me. What?
What?
Like,
That's the
dog jaw.
you didn't even let me feel it.
I'll fly home. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. If you listen back, I realized what you were doing halfway through.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, don't give it away. Like, so I was like, this is that. I don't know. I said something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was
good.
awesome. So that's your comment of the week.
Is how good I am.
Hannah Clayton, 8927, also commented how good we are, but also not. She said, it was actually so encouraging to hear y'all talk about sometimes struggling to follow through / execute on things, especially coming from 2 of the most self-made dudes I know. So we're real. We are.
Oh, I
we
know who you are. Yeah.
We're
Self-discipline.
failures, big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty. So
Going
Yeah.
to the gym, getting off the bed. I mean, running that mile.
Yeah.
I did it, but that was not easy.
yeah,
It is very hard to be motivated. It doesn't just happen.
that's right. So thanks, Hannah Clayton.
I liked this little comment interaction, we'll call it. Lizzie Gray said, LOL, Zach's voice changed from higher to lower. And Zach replied, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea
How
where
did
to
he
start
spell
about.
about?
ABT?
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry, I
I
should've-
saved him some time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But
What's going on?
hey, what's no,
Oh, he doesn't care. Yeah, less vowels.
That's vowels. Yeah, it's casual.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Make for a very compelling argument. Time, you'll get that someday.
Yep. In Ohio. You'll get it.
Can't wait.
This is goodbye, I guess.
Wow.
See ya.
I'm glad you woke up today.
Yeah.
It would have been weird to have to tell people you're leaving, but you're also not here. Like, what's going on with time?
Yeah, there's something more
What are
here.
they covering for? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That would have started some conspiracy theories. Like, no, I
Yeah.
promise.
Everything's fine, guys. My phone just doesn't work or something.
It's okay.
Wow.
I would say better now than on a film set in Ohio.
For sure.
Yeah, key grip
Yeah.
day.
So
I mean, it was my heart. Like when I looked at my phone, I was like, it's just that feeling. I woke up and I was like,
feeling.
it's, I feel too well rested for this to
Thumbs
be a
up.
good thing. I checked my phone 10:30 a.m. I was like, wow. Oh, 6 missed calls from Brad.
I know. I was like, there's so many.
I was
There's-
wondering, did they dial? Like, did they see, like...
Second one did.
Okay,
First
I was
one
gonna say,
didn't.
it should have broken through. Why didn't I hear it? My ringer was on.
Oh, was it really?
Like,
You were deep.
Or
I know,
vibrate.
this is what I'm
like,
so, like...
your ringer wasn't on. Was it?
Yes. Because like when I woke up, like when you shut off the phone, it goes, like my ringer is on. I had do not disturb on. Because that's what I'm always like paranoid. I'm like, my alarm, I don't know if the ringer actually affects it. I don't think it does, but I was like, I always turn on do not disturb and then I have my ringer on. Not sure why.
Oh, I see.
And actually, I think it is a bit subconsciously because I'm like, if someone has to get to me and they break through, I kind of want to hear.
yeah.
But
But if it's not that important, then I don't hear.
yeah, it's kind of the idea. But I don't know what happened.
No problem, man. Grace
No
bounds.
problem.
There's
No
Grace.
problem.
No problem.
But yeah.
No problem, Bob.
All right. Goodbye, Timon.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. I'll be back.
That's great.
Love you guys.
Ghostrunners podcast. Everybody